That's going to work out really well. So also on YouTube as well as TikTok. So we're answering questions from both. Booked it for another 4 weeks. So I'm back on there. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Who says I'm good? Who's good? Anna. Hello, Anna. And gosh, you're coming in thick and fast now. I can't keep up. We need 2 people to keep in charge of things here. Are you inviting yourself?
You.
There we go.
Accept me.
Oh, accept you there. Right, introducing the partner in crime. There she is.
Thank you.
Look at this. I feel like I'm being told off at school.
What was that noise?
I don't know. It tells me something. But lots of hearts and stuff like that. Hello, Andrew Flute. How do you stop hesitating? Let's see.
Yeah.
Comes with confidence, really. Hesitation, really work on,
work on pulling off.
Work on the technique so you know when you pull off, you are going to pull off.
Yeah.
And also, really think of it at the end of before you merge, what you're doing, you're looking, assessing, deciding and acting. So if you've assessed and you've made a decision, then why are you hesitating? The decision is a really important thing based on your abilities and your car's capabilities. But when you make the decision, just get the confidence to act on what you've seen. This table wobbles a little bit, doesn't it? How about that? Oh. There we are. Opinion on jam and toast. Too many carbs. Too much sugar. No, don't do it. Jam on toast. Tell you, jam is nice with peanut butter though. That's quite nice. In my lesson today, said Anna, people were beeping me. That's rude. For not going in a clear box. I found it mean. Well, do you know their names? No. Do you know where they work? No. Then,
something like that.
Something like that. Honestly, it's like, are they going to pay you fine if you go in a keep clear box and do what they want to do to break the law? They want you to break the law. Are they going to go? They're going to take your points? Are they going to redo your license for you? No, then them, in the nicest possible way. Car jerks when downshifting. You're going down too soon for the gear. So when you come off the clutch, you're working the engine too much.
Get the rev slower.
How do you stop speeding? Go slower. That's blatant, isn't it? I don't know. I'm being facetious. Tips for driving test. Oh, you answer it. You answer it. Simply, if you forget about the test, learn to drive, and the test will just pass itself. Oh, by the way, are you learning to drive? Then you need to go to YouTube and buy our membership, $5.99 per month, where you've got at the moment 18 full videos from the very first lesson you'll have, full lessons all the way through at the moment to anticipation, crossing, passing, left turns, right turn emojis, steering technique of learning to drive, loads of videos on there for controlling the car, and it's growing all the time. It's just a subscription. Use it as long as you want. $5.99 over on our YouTube channel there.
I'm worried that you can't see.
Andrew, I'm not answering questions like that, am I? I know exactly who you are, Andrew Flute. Don't draw me in to questions like that. I didn't come down with the last show of my friend ADI and Kettering.
Good luck, everyone that's saying they've got their test tomorrow.
Who has got a test? Well, don't forget. Well, congratulations for getting a driving test for starters.
Yeah.
You're kind of a winner already, aren't you? Do you talk to your examiner while driving? I did. Absolutely. Yeah. They're just people doing a job, the same job every hour.
Can I do my test in my own car as long as it passes all the regulations? So you've got MOT and all of the tyres are legal.
And it's insured as well. Certain cars are not allowed on there, mainly convertibles, things like panel vans as well. Check the list on the government website. Also, your vehicle has to be capable of doing 62 miles per hour. And it's had no recalls against it, or if it has had recalls against it, you can prove they've been fixed by the garage. So there's a few criteria. There's a website called takeyourowncartotest.dvsa. Google that. All your questions will be answered in that. Is your YouTube series good for automatic drivers? Yes. Just ignore the bit about the clutch control because you won't need that. But the rest of it's all the same. The steering technique and how you learn to drive, left and right turns and merges. Just omit the bit where it says change gear because it's done for you. But everything else, it has a routine.
Still the same. Still
the same. Mirrors, signal position, speed, gear. Not the gear for you though. Look, assess, decide and act. So there's only one element as part of slowing down.
Yeah. Is it compulsory to follow the sat-nav? It's about 75% chance you'll get the sat-nav, isn't it?
Lil says, "Hi Richard, I've got a question for you. If you're okay to listen."
Aww.
Gosh, that's intriguing.
The motorbike's great, thank you, Callum. Although I did get caught in the rain the other day, which I didn't enjoy. But apart from that, it's fun.
Bit exposed, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't. It was wet and cold.
One new message, yeah.
Like it.
Can you stall an automatic? No,
No.
don't think you can. Well, all a stall is the car does something you haven't got. You've asked the car to do something it hasn't got the power to do. Can you explain how a stall works, please? Yes, I think I just did. You basically, a car will stall or stop working, switch itself off if you've asked it to do something it hasn't got the power to do. So when you think of it, the clutch, two reasons. A, not putting enough power in the engine, and two, pulling the clutch off too quickly. What you've done with the clutch, think of it as like a switch. You're turning on the power from the engine and transferring it into the wheels. So don't worry about clutch plates and stuff like that. But if you pull the power too quickly, it hasn't got the power, it says, forget it, stalling out. Hill starts are generally caused by, if you think about it, if you ran uphill as opposed to running on the flat, you would need a lot more power. The car weighs a ton, it needs a lot more power to move off, so therefore you need to start with more power and just put the power into the car slowly. So generally, overall, your car's stalling because you're asking it to do something it can't do, caused by not enough power or transferring the power via the clutch too quickly into the wheels. Hope that answers your question. Are motorway lessons worth it? I've just passed. We do motorway lessons before you pass. Absolutely, they're worth it. Go back to, you've gone to the motorway lesson. It used to be called a Pass Plus, really.
Yeah.
It used to be until 2018. Learners weren't allowed on motorways. So it used to be a big thing going on after your test, going on a motorway, do a Pass Plus at the same time. It's all moved on a bit now. So if you've got the facilities of doing a motorway lesson, i.e. you don't live in Cornwall or something like that, absolutely. Answered it perfectly, thank you very much.
Is it better to use my own car for test? I think it's better to use whatever car you're most comfortable in. So if you've been driving your car more regularly and you feel comfortable in it, then yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. You drive well in your car, you pass.
Yeah.
You drive badly in the instructor's car, you fail. There's nothing mystical about that at all. Hello, bangers. How are you? Every time I slow my braking, go to a corner, the car shudders and feels really uncomfortable. Sounds like you've gone below the base speed of the gear you're in. So you need part of slowing down. If you're slowing down for a corner, you might need to just drop it down the gear as part of your hazard routine there.
How early on should you learn manoeuvres? I think it's different for every student for me. I would do it quite early on if they're struggling with clutch control, but apart from that, otherwise I'd probably progress quite a bit further.
I do it as late as possible.
Yeah.
Because once you, if you've got good clutch, as Rebecca just said, if you've got good clutch control, it's just a matter of treat your manoeuvres like a test within a test. When you do your theory test, you're doing like 50% questions, 50% hazard perception, you've got to answer both right. Treat your manoeuvres like a test within a test. You've got your general drive and then you've got your manoeuvres, including pulling on the left and moving off. That might only be 5% of your driving test, but you've got to do both at the same time. And once you've got good clutch control and general control of the car, you can do it in a lesson. Oh, we've got lots of questions here.
I didn't realise.
I didn't realise. YouTube folk, we're really sorry. It's only the second one we've done. And we've got lots of questions and comments coming whizzing through, which we're seeing there, like Ellie. So we're not ignorant, we're just a bit Luddite. Well, I am, maybe. So hello, Ellie. Hello, Random Drives with Mike. That sounds interesting. I need your tips. RDR Part 2. And Ridu, I need your tips. ADO Part 2. You just same as... Take your time. Just drive thoroughly. Take it seriously. Again, it's just a normal driving test.
Stay safe.
It's a normal driving test, a bit longer with less.
Don't overthink it.
No, but do get some tuition. Just get a reassurance that you're driving to a certain standard because you do fall into bad habits. Why is my front number plate and rear number plate different colours?
Well done, Lou.
Why is my front number plate and back number plate different colours?
How hard is
to know? I don't know. There you go.
The motorbike licence is it's completely different to the car test. I'd say, I don't know which one was harder. I'd say at the moment it was probably harder learning to drive, and then once I had, because I've already got a basic understanding of
Thank you for the follow.
Mechanics. So then learning to ride a bike, I already understood the road and all of things like this. So
we say thank you for the followers as well. Keep an eye out for those. Because it comes across as very rude. People follow you or give you gifts. I haven't had a single gift tonight. Why not? Should we go on a silent strike till we get a gift? Just a rose. Go on. Come on, folks. Give us a rose. One person. I'm answering them.
Well done, Alice.
Yeah, if you're not buying, thank you, Lauren.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. We continue. See, it's that simple. Look at the little smiley faces we got at this end of the thing. There we go. Number one
Yeah,
gift.
yeah.
Thank you, Lauren. Very kind. All we do is just press a gift. That's all you got to do. Keep us sweet.
And I like getting
They're very easily
roses
bought.
are my favourite.
Are they?
Yeah.
I like the cowboy hat.
You like the cowboy
I like the
hat.
cowboy hat. Yeah, it covers up my big face. It
Is
sort of stems from here and goes
hesitation-
all the way around.
Is
here.
hesitation a serious fault?
Can be.
Hesitation can be
Can
a
be.
serious fault if
Thank you,
you're
Lauren.
missing opportunities that you should have taken. Don't worry about opportunities that you could have been able to take, but if you miss something that you definitely should have taken and you're holding up traffic, then it will be
Yeah,
a
you
serious
and driving is easy. It's just operating a machine. Being a driver is a completely different concept. Anyone can drive a car relatively easy. Being a driver is a completely different thing. Whenever I go down the gear, the car lurches. How to stop that happening? You're probably gear changing too soon because you're jumping ahead of yourself. Or, thank you, Cam, jumping off the clutch too soon. So you're putting the power back into the car too quickly. It's like it's almost like having a stall but high speed, but it won't stall because it's actually moving along. But earlier, Kieran said, past first time, watched all their videos, really helped a lot. So
Thank you, Anna.
there we
And
go.
thank you, whoever you said.
My instructor tells me to get out of my head.
Yeah,
Get out of my head.
get out of your head when you're overthinking.
Oh,
everything
okay. If
too
I said I
much.
take drugs or something. Get off. Oh no, okay. Sorry. That's a question of advice,
When
possibly.
I learnt to drive, you only taught to move off with the clutch. You need to make sure that you're using the gas as well. So I'd set it around about 2,000 revs, and then the clutch work's still the same.
Yeah. Thank you, Cam. 10 roses, 8 roses, 9 roses, 10 roses. I feel like an auctioneer. This is great. Any advance on 9? No. Thank you very much, though. Very kind. Right, 9 roses. Congrats. Lit up my face. Says I failed my driving test because I was too nervous. Is that really a thing? It depends what it manifests itself. It just means your subconscious has just dived in and just taking over. It's fear of flight, which can manifest itself as rushing. It can manifest as hesitation, being monofocused, so you don't know. Number one reason for fails is lack of observations at junctions. I don't believe for a second it's actually a lack of observation. It's probably rushing because you're feeling nervous or something like that. So when you get those lists of top reasons for fail, I get a little bit cynical about them. Like, what is the root cause of the fail underneath? It's probably the same thing. Oliver, he's shouting in capitals. Does that get my attention there? I know, I was supposed to have my test, but I was 3 minutes late, but the examiner was not there and running.
And I was refused.
Nobody else 7 minutes, don't they? For
Yeah.
leeway, if you turn
Yeah.
up late. And then you refuse for 3 minutes. That's a bit tight. First driving lesson tomorrow, very nervous.
You'll have fun.
Enjoy, Libby. It's a ticket. You're not an adult till you've passed your test because you're dependent. You're not an independent person.
Good day from Australia. Hello.
Oh, from Australia.
Hello,
Hello, Australia. How exciting. We're being watched. Right. Can anyone else beat that? Or match it? Or get anywhere
Any
near
further away.
I thought Kent was exotic. There we go. All the way from Australia. There we are. Any questions coming up on there?
Why
are we
really
here?
Can't. I can't figure it out.
By the way, people having the first lesson tomorrow, subscribe to our Learn to Drive course, or currently on YouTube as a membership, $5.99 per month. So you just have it as long as you want. It's only $5.99, the price of 2 coffees. That's all it is. And we're adding to videos all the time. And it will be coming on TikTok as a series when we're allowed to launch a series. At the moment, the series system
It's been
has
updated,
been updated,
isn't
so we
it?
can't
Yeah.
actually launch it yet on YouTube. The videos are brilliant. Most of
Thank
the videos
you.
have got about 5 feeds, including the pedals, the dash cam. The one for coasting is absolutely, even though I say so myself, it's phenomenally well edited.
Yeah.
And it's really informative. But people
Spent a
actually
lot of time on that.
Spent a lot of time on that, explaining what
Thank
coasting
you,
is
Loki.
and why it's dangerous. It's $5.99. You can link through on a buy on TikTok, or you can go straight onto YouTube and search for Our Drive School of Motoring. There's 18 films there to start you off. We're adding to it all the time. We're going to be doing the psychology of driving, why 1 in 5 of you have serious accidents once you pass your driving test if you're on 24, how to avoid that. So much going on.
Loki's like, it's incredible.
Hey, he's 64 roses. Someone's taken the shine to you. Where's my? I have one. Can you donate some of yours?
No.
Oh, I'm really.
keeping all
I'm
of
feeling.
mine.
I'm feeling seriously neglected now. Really am. Got your theory test on Friday. Thank you, Kimberly. There we go.
I can't find any driving tests. What do you recommend to do?
get up at 6 a.m. in the morning.
On a Monday.
On a Monday morning, most of them are getting released a week at a time, In Kettering, it's currently about first or second week of January.
But they're usually new releases. But if you can get hold of that, and then you can go on a test cancellation. But yeah, Monday, 6 o'clock.
XXX, $5.99. It's our Learn to Drive course. It's a membership subscription, so you just keep it as long as you need it. At the moment, there's 18 videos, starting with the first drive over, what driving is all about, 3 different phases of learning to drive, all the way through to your left turn, right turn in merges. We're going to be putting the next phase on as a rolling weekly thing, starting with anticipation and planning. Then we'll be talking about like roundabouts and rural roads and manoeuvres and all those sort of things, building it all up into a really comprehensive library of videos of learning how to drive. 55 roses from Cam Hughes.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. That undid your one. Thank you very much, Cam.
Amy, if you send me a message, I can also send you a link to Driving Test Genie. And that's
Test Genie, yeah.
Driving Test
Test Genie with a discount as well.
Yeah, with a discount.
So if you send Rebecca or me a link to Test Genie, you get it for $14.99 rather than $17.99.
You can also say, if you've got some time,
Thank you,
if
Cam.
you go on the DVSA website and just refresh. Sometimes if you're spending like an evening just with it open
watching
on the computer,
Netflix, watching Breaking Bad,
just keep it open and just
press the button
keep
like
refreshing
that. Refresh.
every like minute or so, and they do pop up occasionally on the DVSA website.
And you will beat the bots if you do that as well.
Yeah.
If you've got the time to do that, just watch something like Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul or something like that. Clarkson's Farm. I don't know if you've got Prime. Who knows? Clarkson's Farm. 29 new messages, which I'm really apologies. The messages are coming so thick and fast. We're having so many viewers.
I know there's actually
I used to live in Ammering, Worthing person.
But you see that when in Leicester, it's only certain test centres, because in Leicester I got all my tests today.
Yeah.
So
they've had a bit of bad luck in Kettering, haven't they, with examiners being off.
Part 2's been cancelled. Oh no!
Oh no!
I think mine was cancelled twice.
Oh no!
And it was awful, because you get yourself so worked up for it, and then you're let down.
Yeah. What you need is more hearts. It gives you more luck on the screen. If you like it, it'll give you a good vibe, and it won't something like that. Anyway.
Hi,
Theo.
Theo's my number one.
Is he?
Yeah.
Lovely.
I hope Monday went well. I've been thinking about it.
Test for November for Cam. Well done, Cam. That's not bad. How far are you away from test, do you think, then, Cam? Does the examiner know if it's your first test or driving test? No idea. You are, every time you turn up, you are a clean sheet.
Yeah. Although I said that to one of my students once, and then they got the same examiner, and they went, "Oh, you again."
Yeah. Do you get refunded if it's cancelled? Yes. What it does, they somehow have a magical couple of extra tests in the bag, and sometimes they keep tests back for special slots for people who need British Sign Language. And if no one wants one of those tests, or a disabled test or an extended test, they release it to one at the end of the cancelled tests and things like that. Got my driving test on the 4th of September. Good luck, AK Wolf. There we go.
Wolf, that's a cool name.
That is a cool name. 3X says thanks. Can't remember what I said thanks for. Is it for living in Worthing once upon a time?
Maybe.
And it wasn't Worthing, it's Darlington. Have they moved it to Worthing, by the way? The test centre.
I think you had this conversation last time.
Did I? Oh dear.
Sorry.
Really struggling past my theory, failed 7 times. Okay. Get the app that we recommend, which is Driving Test Success. If you give me a link, I'll send you a link to it, and do the guaranteed pass scheme. People who use it, it's 97% pass. Check out my course XXX over in YouTube. Honestly, 4 months it took us to make.
Yeah.
4
we've put a lot of work into
of filming, and most of the films come with a front camera, a back camera. It's edited really.
Yeah.
It's like a professional thing. I train people to become driving instructors, and a lot of the training out there is a little bit wanting. So based on our experience, and training of other things, this is the material.
It's a lot of information.
Yeah, and for that, and for people learn to drive, it's comes across how you would have lessons.
Yeah.
And
how you would provide.
Because in these videos, Rebecca kind of takes the role of the pupil, making the mistakes you guys will make. I take the role of the instructor, and then we have a debrief afterwards and go through it and why, and most importantly, why you do things, why are we
Yeah.
looking in the mirrors, why are we coming off the clutch slowly. Buy into the why, you do it forever, not just being told what to do. Whatever you're told to do, you'll just generally forget. I mean, you know, I did GCSE geography. Yes, I did GCSE geography. I can't remember anything, so what was I tested on?
Thank you, DK.
Who's
I
that?
don't
Oh, can bring it back. Bring that message back. It disappeared.
I know. I don't,
How do you bring the message back? How do you keep them on? It must
Does
be
the
underneath.
emergency stop count as a manoeuvre? No. You'll
it's-
get it as well
It's
as
an exercise, not a
your-
manoeuvre.
you'll get it
It's
as
an
well as your
additional
parking manoeuvre.
exercise.
So 1 in 3 chance that you'll get the emergency stop as well as a parking manoeuvre
Yeah,
in the same test.
there we are.
Yeah.
I put a video on earlier on YouTube.
You did, yeah.
What did I do too? Yes, a commentary test route. Even if you're not in Kettering, I'm sure they have roundabouts elsewhere. Why do we not see that? I suppose
you
how
have to
much.
swipe it back
So,
up.
what's that say? DK Oldie Shatter.
Super impressive how much work you put in to help pass. Truly appreciated.
You
You guys do it better.
Anyone
Oh,
else?
thank you.
If you do it better than anyone else, that's really. No, we take it. Honestly, we really.
Really appreciate messages like
Yeah,
that.
I
Makes
mean,
it worth
the
it.
YouTube channel started in the first lockdown on the premise that we're
Hi,
kind of
Gary.
twiddling our fingers, and the school that mum and dad were taking, I want to put some videos on there to try and help parents to know what it should be done like. It's kind of snowballed from there, really. TikTok was only a year ago. You started TikTok, and I go, hello, what's that? I had a lesson off my son and daughter to sort of try and explain to me what TikTok was, and the rest is history, as they say. I'd like to know how we don't get. I want to see the work. We need to work
No,
on
I
why
really don't
YouTube
know.
the messages
Yeah.
disappear. So if you're getting lots of
No.
messages on YouTube, we really apologise because we've got to be pressing something here. If anyone knows, there we go. Hello, Ryan, who's now joined. I need to get my followers to 100,000. By the way,
What
I'm
are you
only
on now?
7,000 short,
7. Okay.
and I was
nice,
going to
sorry.
do I was going to do a concert down at St Pancras on the piano. And there's personal reasons why I want to do that now, as we know, don't we? I'm going to do my Chopin nocturne
That would be good.
down at St Pancras. So I want to wait to 100,000 followers to do that, and there's a reason I want to do that because I've always been a bit scared about playing in public, and now I've got a promise to make to someone, haven't I?
You have.
Yeah, I won't go into that. It'll make me a bit upset.
Thanks, Gary.
How often does one pass with 0 faults? Less
1%.
than 1% of passes are 0 faults. So if you've passed with 0 faults, you're kind of in a 1% club of people that have passed. And bearing in mind the pass rate's only about 45%, so you're 1% of 45%.
Yeah.
So of actual
Gosh.
tests taken, it's less than half of 1%. So if you do a 0 fault pass, I've got to be careful with my thumbs, haven't I?
Oh yeah, please. Do.
Yeah, yeah. So I think 1 fault is 8% of tests. Sure, it was. I looked at the stats. I can't quite remember them. Test tomorrow. Second time lucky. How do you stop
Yay.
coasting? Well, the best way to stop coasting, Gemma, is to subscribe to our wonderful YouTube series of learning how to drive. And the coasting thing, it is such an important thing not to do because it affects it affects so much as well. And it's all part of avoiding coasting is all part of slowing down and stopping in an efficient and safe manner as well. It's all part of it all links together.
Well done, Gary.
Your thumbs are freaky. Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Should we do it?
No, no,
Go on.
no. Honestly, don't.
Because they sort of do that. I know, it's like
Not looking.
I discovered that when I started playing snooker. I couldn't keep
It's
my.
disgusting.
I know, it's awful. And the other one does it as well. I know. It means something. It means I don't know. It's not. It's got to be useful for something. How's evolution given that to me?
I don't know. You're full of useless things.
Thank you very much. Got a driving test on 13th of September. That seems a long time away, 13th of September. It's not, is it?
It's not,
I
no.
know, it's just around the corner.
it's not
This year
at all.
has run away so much. Look at all the lovely hearts coming up. That's very nice of you. Anyone that follows me gets a thank you very much.
Oh look, at least.
At least I can do that. The best people can. Can anyone else do that with their thumb?
It
Anyway.
often is, Gary. Because
It goes all the way around as well. It's really horrible. It's quite disgusting. Right, I won't do that again. Followed by the creator. Oh, thank you very much, Catherine. Thank you much for the follow. It's very kind of you. We've got to get to 100,000. I need to go to St Pancras to perform. I've been practicing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really have. Thank you very much, Catherine, for the follow. Very kind of you. Got my driving test on Friday. How are you not getting all these driving tests?
Can we have some, please? I'm telling you, it's Kettering.
I haven't worn this shirt for 10 years, did I tell you that?
Yeah, you did.
I can get in, I can fit in it now.
No, it's very good.
Abby, thank you very much for the follow. You see, look, my little face
Yay.
lightens.
Thank you, Fraser.
Lightens up. I don't like your lighting on here. It makes my head look very
I know the lighting's
holy.
it's like spotlighting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right for you. It's not for me. Look,
It's
that
not
is,
all right for me.
I need
don't
to put,
like
I need to
it.
put grease paint on or something like that, like I'm back on stage. Got a test on the 17th of October. How can I deal with anxiety? Ellie Murphy 01, you need to go to my playlist called Dealing with Nerves. Hugh Catton, subscribed. Thank you very much. Dealing with Nerves. And it's on the playlist. It's also in YouTube as well. Dealing with Nerves. There's about 20, 25 videos on there. So if you go into the profile on TikTok, it's on there. If you go into YouTube, where you can buy the subscription for $5.99 in YouTube, it will be coming to TikTok soon. On there, so you buy it on there. Anyway, I digressed, didn't I? On the playlist called it's like QVC, this, isn't it? On the playlist that says Dealing with Nerves as well. Lots of things on there. A little bit of Rescue Remedy drops, yeah.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people.
Have a banana, that's what
Rescue
they say.
Remedy.
Who's joined me there? Is your thoughts? Yeah. Who else is following me tonight? Anyone? Got to get to 100,000. Got to go to St Pancras. Got to play the pianos down there. The piece I'm playing, I think it's it's a little Chopin piece. Anyway. Han, thank you very much for the follow. Very kind. Nevi, how do you pronounce that? Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much. How many clients do you have at a time? 20 to 22. I do 4-hour lessons. I do 4 2-hour lessons a day, so 5 days, 1 lesson a week.
20 to 22.
20,
I think I've
innit?
got about 27 at the moment.
We got ones that fit in between there, haven't
Yeah. I found talking yourself through the test helped with nerves.
Yes,
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. What you're doing is
Commentary driving,
and
you're organising your thoughts.
commentary driving and drive. If you're feeling nervous, you know the hazard routine. It's mirror, signal position, speed, gear. If you talk to your instruction, and guess what? You can only speak one word at a time. If you and as you know, the hazard routine should be a sequence of mirror, signal, sort out the position, off the gas, slow it down. You can only speak one word at a time, but if you drive to one word at a time, you won't kind of go mirror, signal, do everything together. So it's a really good way of stopping nerves. You're kind of bringing your conscious side into it temporarily, whilst your subconscious is in 6s and 7s getting all nervous. So it's a really good way. Thank you, Han. You're welcome, he says. Good, thank you very much. Best time to look for a cancellation. Someone shared our live. Thank you for sharing the live, by the way, JW.
yeah.
That's very kind of you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wants to share the live, it's good. We answer all your questions.
I don't think there's any particular time to look for cancellations. I'd say just at any...
It's random.
Whenever you've got
when everyone
time,
cancels
sit
it,
on
someone's
it.
going to grab it.
Yeah.
Really, most people cancel just before 3 days before. Because if you cancel your own driving test 3, well, you get your money back. So you tend to get a little flurry about 4 or 5 days before, a week before, and say, actually, I don't think I'm ready yet. But that can be any old time, of course. I just did an emergency stop, but I'm scared if I get given whiplash. Don't you worry, Han.
Leon said people who use commentary driving on driving test always did well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I've had people literally talking it through. It just calms the nerves.
Yeah. And don't feel embarrassed or anything like that. In fact, the examiners like to know what you're thinking and how your thought process.
Yeah, and don't be worried. A good thing, when people get lost, you hear something, but you don't listen to something, you know that? So if the examiner says at the roundabout, take the second exit, repeat it back. Take the second exit. For example, if I said to you, Rebecca, right, go down Lidl, and I said, right, go down Lidl and get me some bananas, a bottle of wine, bread, and some mushrooms. So you go, yeah. By the time you get down the shop, you would have forgotten it. But if I said to you, okay, Rebecca, get me whatever I said, but see, I've forgotten. It's a bottle of wine, baked beans. Right, what are you getting me? And you'd say back to me, bottle of wine, yeah. Come, it's cemented. So if you say that out loud at the roundabout, the second exit, okay, roundabout, second exit, follow the road, you're kind of cementing it where you're going. Honestly, on tests, it's so easy. I've sat in the back of so many driving tests where you're told an instructor, you can just tell it's going in one ear and kind of out the other. It's just nerves again. So if you cement it by read it back to the examiner, or shout it, speak it back to the examiner, you just sort of...
I find that's the same when you're following road signs.
Yeah.
You don't just look at the board. Tell yourself on the board, okay, so I'm going right, third exit.
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
And roundabouts, count your exits. Take the
Yeah.
fourth exit right. Count. There's one. There's two. A third's coming up. Be looking across. Fourth's coming.
Yeah.
Go across it. It's so easy to lose count. Right, let's
don't
go back
tell
to the
examiner
questions.
when you've mucked up. No.
I think they know. They're not
Yeah.
stupid.
That's it.
Can't speak for Leo.
Let them work it out for themselves. Yes.
Got a
What
test-
can I do after a bad lesson?
Reflect.
Yes.
Reflect. Why was it?
You
Learn
will
from it.
learn. You
Learn
will learn
from
a
it.
lot from that.
Yeah, if you've done,
Yeah.
if you've had a bad lesson, what does that mean? All a mistake is, people get so worried about making mistakes. A mistake is just highlighting what you need to do differently. It's just the first part of getting something correct is by highlighting it. If you had a lesson and did everything perfectly, why did you have the lesson? What did
Yeah.
you learn from it? You know, so you make
It
mistakes.
can be deflating, but yeah, you will learn a lot, and you'll come back better next time. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. Hello, Caitlin. Failed my mocks and passed my test. Hooray! Good for you. I'm not doing a mock. I'm not conducting a mock test to see if someone can pass a test. I'm their driving instructor. The fact they're going to test means they're ready for test. I do mock tests to get someone used to the process, and a lot of times
Just
nerves.
so you know what to expect.
Exactly. What's it going to feel like?
Yeah.
A lot of time, nerves is simply lack of knowledge. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know the process. The more you know about it, the less you've got to be nervous about, because it's...
Yeah, because sometimes as well, it is just the fear of the unknown, isn't it?
Yeah. Someone loves you here, Becky.
Do they?
Yeah. Come on, good. Didn't get their name. I thought I'd let you know that. Oh, hello.
Thank you.
I just reported them for that ridiculous
Do
thing.
you guys ever switch students for mock tests? No, we don't actually.
No, it's very hard to... The problem is, because of various reasons, we don't very rarely coordinate lessons.
Yeah.
Because the
it's
time that you have to
strange.
start lessons and my commitments, the time I start lessons, we're
Yeah.
always like slightly over. But I've done it before when we're available to.
Yeah.
It's
Like
very useful.
sometimes we would, if we're helping each other out for test, we take each other's students to test. But we've
Yeah, I've
never
done that a few
switched for
times.
mocks. But that would be a useful
No.
thing to do, because then they're sitting with someone unfamiliar, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it good to be overly confident for your test? Why not? What you got to lose? What have you got to lose, Leo? What does overconfident mean? What does that mean? I'm overly confident about something. I mean,
Where you think you're not going to fail.
if the driving test was you turn up and you say your name, would you feel nervous about it or quite confident about it? Why? Because you know you can do it. If you're confident about something, it just means you're quite assured of yourself that you can do something that you know you can do repetitively over and over again. So it can't be that bad.
It's overconfident, like cocky though.
don't know.
Because if you're cocky about something, I do
That's
think
because you're
that
showing
could
off
be
about it, though.
detrimental.
You don't have to be publicly showing yourself overly confident. It should be an internal feeling. You have to be really confident about this.
Yeah.
I've got
yeah,
this.
confidence, yeah.
Yeah. Overconfident. Don't look at that. Let's have a look. Let's go see any. What we need. We're missing questions here.
No, we're not. It's
Oh,
okay. I
okay.
see them pop up, but
Do you? I found random. I found
Yeah, I said
talking
that.
yourself. You've heard that one already.
we've done that. Yeah.
There we are. Can you fail from coasting? We're not in control of the car, so again, in all these questions, it's always it depends.
Yeah, because what could coasting lead to? It could lead to you speeding around a corner, which then,
Yeah.
if you're going to take the corner wide and go on the other side of the road, then yeah. So it definitely could lead to,
Definitely a precursor to a lot of faults that
Yeah.
would be the actual fault itself.
yeah.
A swan necking around the corner,
Exactly.
cutting the corner, turning right, quite a possible one. So that'd be down for road position or junction position, or you know. So a lot of times the actual fault you get for your test is not the cause of it. There's an underlying cause, and coasting can be one of them. Lack of observations can be other things as well. Not enough hearts going up these screens and Rebecca's screens here, folks. This is
Yeah, I was at Wigston the other day. It was probably me you saw.
Yeah, I don't get that.
No, you do sometimes.
I do, yeah. I'm taking a couple of people over to Wigston.
Yeah.
You've gone. There you go. Oh, look at the lots of hearts on my side of the screen, Rebecca. Not so many on yours. That's because you've gone. You just left a...
No.
Blair's driving manual. Do you interact to use psychological method overcoming test notes? Yes, I do. Yes, I do use psychological methods. And a lot of them, Naz, are in my playlist called Dealing with Nerves in TikTok and Dealing with Nerves in YouTube as well. And also in YouTube, you can find a wonderful Learning to Drive subscription service where you've got 18 full-length, brilliant, highly edited 4K videos of lessons that Rebecca and I have produced together to really help you learn this drive for the price of like a little coffee in London perhaps. Just £5.99 per month. Subscribe as long as you want for new videos being added all the time to it as well.
Thank you for the likes.
Yeah, thank you for the likes. There we go. Hello, Adam. How are
do
you?
you deal with people who have driving anxiety after a couple of months of driving? Take baby steps. Take yourself back to the nursery roots and build yourself up from there, just as you started with your instructor.
Set a realistic goal.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be something dramatic. This time, I will do left turns and merges with a bit more confidence than I did last time. I should move off a little bit more progressively than I did last time.
Don't be afraid to go out and specifically practice things. I do that on my bike all the time. I'm really nervous about emerging to the right on my motorbike, so I go out and I practice emerging right. So don't be afraid to go out and give yourself some lessons and reflect.
Shans, that's a bit rude. Neve asked a question. Okay, fair enough. We only talk one at a time. Have you tried thought field therapy? No, never heard of that. I should look into that. In your opinion, should all instructors take students to drive-thrus and petrol stations? Yes. Teach the things you do. I'm teaching someone to drive, not to. I'm teaching someone to drive for 40 years, not 40 minutes. And part of driving is motorways, filling up your car with petrol, doing a drive-through, doing a car wash. These are all the things you're going to do. Go to any McDonald's, look at the paint on the metal barriers. That's all you lot going to your first drive-through.
Neve, it's hard to comment when you don't know the situation, but it was potentially if you braked more than you needed to and you had a vehicle behind you, that could have led to a serious fault. Just off the top of my head, but it's hard to judge without knowing the situation.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can chat about horses to the examiner. Yeah.
Talk about horses.
Talk about horses. Who doesn't love horses?
How do you become a member? I'm trying to watch the videos, but it won't let me. Cam. The subscription, my friend, is on YouTube. You subscribe, Cam, on on the YouTube channel. Go onto the membership there, and you subscribe to it, and you should have access to it there.
Yeah.
If any DM me if you got any problems with that. It will be coming out. This series will be coming out on TikTok when we can actually get access to series to upload it on our accounts. At the moment, TikTok are re-engineering how series works, so you can't put any new material on there at the moment.
Should be. It said towards the end of August. So
should be any time at all. So we'll let you know when we can do that.
This one here,
Cam says on the membership. If you go onto my page, you go onto it, press memberships, and it says join.
On YouTube.
It should be fine.
Should say join.
I don't know why it's not doing that.
If not, just message so we can run through a step by step.
Yeah, possibly. Try that.
Yeah. I had a test on Monday, and after emergency stop, I was about to secure the car, as he told me to secure the car. Is that allowed? I don't really understand, Abby. After an emergency stop,
What's the question?
It says, I had my test on Monday after emergency stop, and I was about to secure the car. He told me to secure the car. Is that allowed? Or not? I didn't think it was. He can tell you to secure the car, yeah. If that's the question. If not, just...
Well, secure the car means make sure the car's not, got the foot on the A brake or a handbrake, one or the other. And just make sure you check both the blind spots on the emergency stop before moving off as well.
Good luck on your test, Zoe.
10 more minutes.
Enjoy your Colin the Caterpillar. Yeah, I'm running out of batteries as well.
You're running out of batteries, I'm running out of time. What's thought field therapy? That's something I'm going to take away in Google. Sounds quite interesting. I did more than 80 lessons. I feel confident to drive. Give me some advice, please.
I failed for going in the wrong lane.
Did more than, and I feel confident to drive. Give me some advice. If you're feeling confident to drive, that's great.
Yeah.
Do it.
Absolutely.
Do it.
So if for failing for being in the wrong lane, you must have tried to take a direction that lane wasn't intended for, I'm assuming.
Or did you go into the lane and there's a panic and not observe properly on the right-hand side or the left-hand side, going, I should be in that lane, vroom, come across, which is quite a panic reaction steer.
Because you can't fail for being in the wrong lane as long as you go
you brought the cat out, have you?
He's been here for ages.
Is he?
Yeah.
Good cat, that one.
He's the best. I
There.
thought it was one way. Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh dear. Right, 5 more minutes. I think my battery's dying as well. I think next week we could try and focus a bit more on theory work. A lot of theory questions coming through.
Yeah, okay.
So, what we've got to do, we've been live for 45 minutes, that's quite a time. And lots of people joining. Hello, Macy. And someone from, a red driving instructor joining us as well.
Yay.
There you go. Got your test soon. I find myself getting confused. Also, lots of questions coming in now because we're going.
Oh, that's good.
Trying to keep us on. I find myself getting confused by lanes. Which can I do to help my confidence? What do you mean, get confused by lanes?
Maybe just not reading the information.
I'm not sure what that means. I'm not quite sure what you mean by confused by lanes.
I didn't think it was allowed for them to tell you to secure the car. Yeah, they can. Yeah.
They're supervising the test. I failed on Friday. My instructor and the examiner both said it wasn't my fault. I don't know. Just can't.
No.
Interesting comments though. If both of them thought that. I don't know if they.
How can an
alluded on that a bit
examiner
more.
fail you and then go, but it wasn't your fault though? That doesn't make sense.
No. I don't know. Advice because my instructor won't let me practice. Who's paying for the lesson, Chloe? Advice because my instructor won't let me practice any more reverse bay parking. It's your lesson.
Yeah.
You steer it. It's client-centred.
Don't be afraid to
Ask-
just say, I would like to practice some more parking.
Ask
Yeah.
them, why won't you let me reverse bay park? I don't feel confident. What is wrong with me asking to practice more? Don't be afraid to talk. If you're afraid to talk to your driving instructor and have a good, heart to heart about how you're going to progress together, it should be a journey. You two, excuse the pun. It should be a journey you two make together. Okay, how do you feel about this? Where shall we go with lessons? Shall we start doing rural work? Would you like to go faster? Give me more
It's a
confidence to do that.
partnership,
It's a
isn't it?
partnership. If you feel afraid to talk to my examiner says this and you don't want to talk back to him, I would question
Yes,
the
he is,
relationship.
Sophie.
I would question the relationship you have got with your driving instructor, and find a better one. Relationship, instructor, whatever. I've heard that even though I did self-commentary throughout, fall off the, get back on the bike if you come off the bike.
Yeah.
You were good enough to go to test. The stars have to line a little bit. You have to have a bit of fortune on your side. On a bad day, the best drivers might not be lucky, and some days you can get away with things on here. It's
Sometimes
you
it's
don't
down
know what-
to consequence.
you don't know what you're going to be tested on. You could go down a slip road and there's no cars there, so you haven't really been tested on slip roads.
Yeah.
It's like the lights could suddenly turn to amber, or another test it stays on green. You haven't been tested your response to traffic signs or anything. So it's random.
It can be situational.
It's random as well,
yeah.
can't it? So the fact you've gone to test, someone must have felt you wouldn't have gone to test. 'Cause at the end of the day, if you pass, you're driving on your own. You're driving a ton of metal. It's a big responsibility. Surely you wouldn't go to test if you're going to give it a go.
Ellie, no more thumb talk. Ellie said your thumbs are freaky.
I haven't done anything with my thumbs, Ellie.
They are freaky.
Oh, maybe. Oh yeah, here come the Max Brennings.
Add a few on mine.
Did you? Max Brenning ones.
They do use tom-toms, but you
dreadful
may
sound.
get asked to follow the signs as well.
Yeah.
If not.
Oh, Ellie, just for you. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not a performing monkey. I'm not gonna do it. There we are. Dealing with nerves. Please go to go to my profile and check out the playlist called Dealing with Nerves. It's on YouTube as well. If you're starting to learn to drive, okay, we'll try and sort out Cam's issues tomorrow. We're getting onto the
What is? With the link. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
We'll have a look at it. Yeah.
No, it works. I've worked with everyone else.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll just talk you through it. We'll work our way through there. There we are. Anyway, that's it for another week, I think. Are we here next week?
Are you here next week?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think I'm here next week. Yes, I am here next week. Yeah, we're here next week. Anyway, so it's been a long week. It's only,
It's only Wednesday.
Only Wednesday. It's been such a long week actually, one way or another.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Much. If you've got lessons coming up, I hope they go well for you. You've got tests coming. Lots of people here saying you've got tests coming up. I hope they really go well. And we'll see you next week.
Good luck.
Thanks, Kate. She loves the videos. Brilliant. Keep on watching. We put one every day. And well, I'll have an early night. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching.